Greetings.
I want to see the Alliance map. Hamptonshire, the last Saxon stronghold.
And very heavily guarded. King Alfred is preparing for war. You will meet tremendous resistance.
As will Alfred. Is Guthrum Jarl there with his army?
He is. He and Ubba have gathered a sizable force and intend on launching an attack on Alfred soon. If we support their assault, England will fall to us. A pagan land where a multitude of gods may freely roam.
I will go to Hamptonshire and speak with Guthrum. Send word to our allies to gather in the Thames just outside the Shire.
I will. May the gods share in this, our final victory.
What is it?
Eivor, you must not go. You must not. The signs, the portents, they shout and wail. Your leaving will be our doom.
Speak clearly, Volker. What have you seen?
I have thrown the bones. I have stirred the offal of beasts. And in the rising steam, I saw the end of it all. Though this battle you may win, this war you will not. Your foe will be your master. Your hope will be your grief. This is fate. Our fate.
I thank you for this, Volker. But the yarns of fate are too frayed for me to follow now. I owe this fight to my friends and allies, and I will see it through.
Go then, with great care. But know that the home you leave will not be the home to which you return.
Let's go. Let the sail!
What are you doing?
I'm nearing Wareham, deep into Alfred's heartland. I hope Guthrum has a sound plan. Strange to see Norse and Saxon back.
Eivor, you come at Guthrum's call. It is good to see you.
And you, Soma. There's an uneasy peace here. Both armies with their hackles up. Was blood spilled?
No, we took Wareham without resistance. These Saxons accompany their lord as we stand beside Guthrum.
So this fort is not the sum of his ambitions. Guthrum's plan is to bring the Saxons to the table.
If he can win the peace without a fight, he will do so.
And how likely is that?
Just now they sit on their thumbs in the church, talking in circles. Come, I will take you to him.
Who's Guthrum meeting here? Is it Alfred?
That's right. The king of the West Saxons has agreed to negotiate. Seems we have him on the back foot.
Guthrum should be careful. Alfred speaks with Loki's tongue.
Guthrum is not a babe at teat, Eivor.
Nor is Alfred. If he has come, it is for his own advantage.
Then give us counsel. Stand by Guthrum, show our strength. The king of Hayseeds will soon be humbled, trust me.
We took this town as if it were a straw hall. Do not challenge me, Elf King.
Your show of swagger and strength has my attention, Guthrum. But we agreed on terms. What more do you want?
The crown of Wessex.
Wessex has a king, and that king has the backing of the Almighty. Yours is a fever dream, Dane.
You have learned nothing since the Danes came here. Guthrum will not bend his knee, Oathbreaker, just as I would not.
Ah, Eivor. Our blunted tool returns, Lord.
I have given you all I care to. A Danegeld to leave Wareham. You swore an oath upon the cross, and that pagan hammer.
And when you scurry back to whatever shit-soaked hovel you crawled from, we will release your men.
Speak again, handmaid, and I will feed your tongue to Eivor's raven.
A fair trade. We already have your cock.
Are we done with this pissing contest? If Guthrum has given you his word, then he will honor it. We will leave this town.
You have one day. Do not test the king's patience further, or our men will return to Wareham with force.
And if you doubt my conviction, know that the Avon River near Uffentune runs red with the blood of your countrymen. Their commander, what did his men cry as he fell? Ula? Uba? Yes, that was it. Remember, you have taken my silver. In return, I expect your honor. I will await news of your retreat in Chippenham.
Uber dead? It cannot be. Gods, I will tear that Saxon's skin from his bones if this is true.
Alfred hisses with a snake tongue, but he gains nothing from this lie.
When news of this spreads through the camp, no Saxon will survive the day.
You swore upon the cross.
Oh, I have no intention of cowing to that milk sack. Now more than ever, I will take his throne and his head.
In Winchester, Alfred used me as a tool and cast me aside. So let the betrayer be betrayed. We'll burn this village to the ground. After that, we take care of Alfred.
Burn Wareham to the ground! Make it a Saxon pyre! You oath-breakers! And vengeance steer your swords! We have a truce! And now it is eight! And you will feel my axe in your fire flame! Burn it all! And now it's and you'll feel my axe in your gut slit. Leave nothing standing!
Fear Saint head to your hand.
Let vengeance steer your swords!
Head to your hand.
U-bolt, fire and flame! Burn it all! Leave nothing standing! Let vengeance steer your sword!
You finished.
Fire and flame! Burn it all! Leave nothing standing!
Our gods have spoken with war and wit. This is our England now.
My blood needs fire and flame! Burn it all! After cooling in this sodden field, you'll scum! Let vengeance steer your sword! Not much longer! Leave nothing standing! Time to die! Take your last breath! Their prayers go unanswered this day. We should find Soma.
Stand firm, all! Do not lose your nerve!
This place is routed, Soma.
Good work. We leave now. There are forest ruins just east of us, along the road. Come on, men! Move!
Let's stretch the needle.
Saxons ahead! How much longer, Thor? Where's your king now, Saxons? Damn you! Give up, you shit! Every soul we meet sent to their god. Let us keep moving.
The ruins are close! Keep moving!
More Saxons! Draw your weapons! Sinner!
Fight together.
soil!
Won't take long.
Try the offside lead.
Down the stragglers! Every Saxon is eager to meet their maker! We can rest here a moment. Now, tell me what you know of that breaker of rings. Weak and wretched troll.
Alfred is a wily fox. He appears frail, but draws upon an inner strength. He will not be easy to oust.
Fury will fuel my army and my claim.
It will not be enough. You must find a weakness.
Yes, that is why I called you here. Do you balk at the opportunity to bury the Saxon king?
I must first hear a plan to balk at.
Alfred spoke of Chippenham, a squat hovel of sheep and peasants.
So why does he go there, and not to Winchester? Your scouts must know, they're the best in England.
A holiday feast, their Saxon Christ Mass. Alfred will warm his heels by the fire, while Ubba lies cold in an English field.
I've called upon my allies to join us in this fight, but I must know where to send them. Is Chippenham our final prize?
It is. But I will need my men for the coming fight as well. The hostages Alfred took. If there is a chance to save them.
We will not lose more friends today. Where are they held?
A place further ahead through this forest. They call it Hampton Blockade.
Soma, ride north to the Thames and lead my allies south. They should be gathered by now.
I will.
Gather on the river passing Chippenham. The rest of you set up camp there. I called you Raven Feeder once. At Porchester, you were as hot-headed as Thor. You have become a true leader, Eivor.
There's much to come, Guthrum, before we can rest with mead in our hands and songs in our ears.
I will crush Alfred's skull with my bare hands if Ubba is dead.
We cannot dwell on this, even if it's true. If you want the throne, only strategy will deliver it.
Or bloody wrath will steal it. I will follow this Alfred, hound his heels. Revenge burns within me.
A wise man once told me, we do not dash ourselves against hopeless courses. We arrive unexpected, strike swift.
You turn my words against me now, Wolf-Kissed.
I took them too hard in my darkest times, my friend.
And Sigurd? He is back with you?
My brother's story is a long one, and for another time. Ridding the land of a strong ruler will make Wessex harder to tame.
You almost sound like you respect him, Eivor.
I've come to understand the trials of leadership, Guthrum. It is hard not to, when you cradle something as fragile as life within your hands. Sunan, guide me.
Something interesting over there? No? Right then. There. This is the blockade. The hostages must be in these buildings. What is your plan?
We can tread quietly so as not to alert the guards. But I can raid this place in moments with my crew.
I will follow
draw
your
attention.
lead.
Save them, Guthrum. Stay calm. Enough skulking.
These Saxons do not deserve compassion. I will wash my blade in their blood.
you Guthrum's men?
Aye. Free us and we will fight by your side.
My thanks. I'm in your debt.
Every Saxon who spat at me will die.
You will have your chance, but don't be foolhardy. Let your steps take you far from here to a camp near Chippenham.
There. These are my men.
There's no escape!
I told you, Guthrum, what he was here to.
Get the last!
Guthrum, some of your men.
We will not be beaten. It's hard tonight, boys. Stop and die!
Go to the camp near Chippenham. Find your countrymen there.
We'll pay back the Saxons for the insults they heaped on us.
There is a camp set up north by Chippenham. Go there.
Cut some Saxons down. I don't care where we face them.
Thank you, Eivor. You did a great
last word,
Their families will raise a cup to you.
No thanks. We'll speak more when we're safely away.
I'll have your guts out! Die now!
We're safe here. Let us speak, Guthrum. You should join your people at the camp. Even a surprise takes preparation.
Your bravery, your leadership, Eivor. You wear it well. You have grown much since last we spoke.
You judged me fairly, Guthrum. Harsh though your words were. But I do not make the same mistake twice.
How is your brother, Sigurd?
He lives, a changed man. But he is free of full case torment. That at least was a deed well done.
Will this all be worth it in the end? Everything we have done? Everything we have sacrificed to win this land? Sometimes I dream of soothed black furrowed earth. And blood seeping from seedlings, poisoning our future.
We must believe our way of life will survive. Our fates are woven, but our deeds forge our destiny.
And so to our final battle. We will wait for you at the camp.
A fellow adventurer need to know the lie of the land? Where is the matter of my fee?
Yes, all right.
Right. Let me show you something. On your map.
Run up the sail!
Here is not possible.
Take the mast down! It spoke of Uba meeting his end on the Avon River, west of Uffentune. I fear the worst, but I must know. Raise the mast! Need to row our way up.
Sail, Avon!
More sail!
There! Increase the pressure.
Won't be gentle if they spot me. Stories must wait. Strike up a tune. We can continue later. The guards here are vigilant.
There you are, Raven.
Lufina, my old friend. And I see you have convinced your husband to stumble southwards.
I couldn't let her carve all the glory for herself. Lufina was just boasting of her heroics in Sussex.
She took the fort single-handed, while the rest of us sat back and sipped mead. You should have seen her.
I have come to make sure my warrior wife's enthusiasm for battle does not get her slaughtered.
Have you ever met a woman less in need of a guardian than me, Eivor?
You will have one nonetheless.
You owe Eivor a lot, my love.
I know. This last affray, I hope the debt will be cleared. I long to return home to our own war.
Tafter, it is good to see you.
I gave you my word. Besides, Alfred's faith is strict and he has no love for pagans.
You have changed much from that god-whipped boy. That is good to see.
I was always him, but my faith was like a veil. I am glad you helped me lift it.
And now another education. You'll see how we Norse bands fight.
I am all aquiver with anticipation.
This last affray, I hope the debt will be cleared.
Finian. You have come far at my call, old friend.
I've done all I can to help King Oswald find his feet. I leave East Anglia in good hands.
You do not plan to return, then?
No. When I heard of a mighty warrior in the west, who brings terror to the Saxons, I came to join you, if you'll have me.
Once we have seen to Alfred, we will raise a horn. Not as allies, but as companions.
If drinking and feasting be in my future, I will follow you to hell.
Have you brought your mothers with you?
My mother?
Look, you Saxon bedwetters. Here is a real warrior.
Billy, what tales are you weaving for these serf-down Saxons? Do not make me regret supporting your Jarldom.
Eivor, you know I will take your childhood scrapes and secrets to the pyre.
Good. I would hate for something to happen to you in the coming fight.
Ha! Such fiendish ribaldry between you two. You laugh in the face of fear, tweak old man Death's beard.
I will do my mother and my lord proud today, Eivor. The Lord knows, I have not been the best of sons.
Good to see your spirits high. Fight well, my friends, and we'll feast together in victory.
My mother is worth 10 of your men.
I do not
hope
doubt
the
it.
debt will be cleared.
I have seen those strong Saxon hands plucking.
Gidrich. After Rochester, I was not sure you would come again.
I've chosen my side. It would sooner bet a hog than allow Alfred to pillage the land of love.
Guthrum will trample Alfred's ambitions like weeds in the dirt. Mercia might rise further yet.
Perhaps I shall one day sit upon the throne of all England. King Giedrich the drunken ass.
I'll raise a cup to that.
I do not doubt it. I have seen those strong Saxon heads clucking round the hearth.
I long to return home
with your...
Deolaf, you have come again at my call.
I have, but this does not sit well with me, Eivor. This is a Christian feast, and the people here are not soldiers.
I come only for Alfred.
Innocents will die for your ambitions. I am your ally now, but after this, I must turn back to Mercia. I have much to repent.
So long as I do not lose your friendship, your oath will be fulfilled.
I do not doubt it. I have seen those strong Saxon heads clucking round the hearth.
I long to return home with your
Eivor! It's good to see you.
Erke and Stowe. I released you from your debt, and yet you came.
London is quiet enough, and Stowe here felt the sharp stab of conscience.
Could not let you down, Eivor. It's not what an honorable man does. So here I am, despite my reservations.
And you, Broder. I did not think you would be here either.
I have seen to my brother. Sent him to Valhalla with grave goods. I am done with sorrow, Eivor. Now I am bloody angry.
I know. And she'd welcome you in
This
Colchester
last of May,
Village.
I hope the debt
Better
will
than
be
those
cleared.
sour-lipped thanes who
I
want
long
all.
to return home. Home warm hearth.
Do you believe...
Eivor, you made it unscathed.
They came from all over England.
I never thought it possible, Eivor, that you would rally Saxons and Norse under your black-feathered banner.
They see the tyranny of this elf king. He would crush them all under heel and plug their hearts with his god.
So what is the plan, Eivor?
When is their feast day?
A few nights from now, but their revelry has already begun. We should attack now.
That is unwise. Soldiers pace the paths of the village.
Then the night of the feast, under cover of darkness. That is when we will strike.
Ubba will not have died in vain.
We await your instructions, Eivor.
Let us plan our approach. But whatever happens, Alfred is mine.
They are not expecting us. We should not meet much resistance on the way.
Then quietly through the fields. It will already be too late once they see us.
Your young Saxons can be our eyes to the west. Better to keep their soft hands away from the conflict.
My scouts reported that a few nobles have arrived for the festivities already.
Good. If we capture the Thanes, there will be no danger when I confront Alfred.
And we could persuade them to support a new king of Wessex. I will subdue the lords.
Take Deolaf and Tefta with you. They could prove useful in convincing the Thanes. Rhoda, take Erke and Stowe and capture the garrison. Make quick work of any Saxons that dare cross into the village.
Gladly, Eivor.
We each know our parts. May they blunt their swords against our might. Tonight, Wessex's last resistance will crumble.
I follow you, Eivor.
And I.
Be ravening wolves and croaking ravens. Stand firm, your axe arms strong, and together, we will win this final battle. And remember, Alfred is mine. Soma, with me.
Everyone else, go quickly to the village. Advance! Be on the lookout for any stray guards. Lufina, Cure, keep a strong flank. Get to the village and wait for my signal. Let's smoke the rat out of his guard's house.
Not getting away from me! The Lord is my son!
Have a look, Sunan.
Alfred! Face me, and I will spare the last of Wessex my torch!
Did you think my king would turn his back on you, Eivor? When your knife is smeared with the blood of Wareham?
Stand aside, Goodwin. I come for Alfred.
Alfred is long gone. And this good Christian feast, a cup of honey wine, to trap some wasps.
Where is he?
Calling his allies to his side. All those who wish to see Wessex under one god. You cannot win England with your sorry crew of deluded farmers and godless fools.
At least I wouldn't leave them to die as I scurried through the corn husks like a rat.
You have no understanding of duty, the loyalty I freely give. His plan for England, for the world, is worth the cost of my life.
Then sing your tuneless hymns.
Come, Raven Feeder. Do your worst. I have no fear of death, for this battle is only the beginning.
Only darkness will come to claim you. Hellfire!
You are beaten, Goodwin.
Beaten? No, not so. By my death, my lord may live.
Alfred used you, fool. He threw you in my path. For what? He only delays what is inevitable.
Kill me then. It makes no odds. For here you stand, bloody and breathless, no closer to my king, no closer to his throne. This island will never be your home, Eivor. You will not subdue her with vicious force, or win her with cocksure words. We Saxons will always stand firm, shoulder by shoulder against thieves and tyrants, whose envious eyes fall upon England.
No. I will use you as you used me. A few hours in the company of my men, and you will lead us to your Sparrow King.
That I cannot allow.
They came from every house and hovel!
Soma, fall back!
For alive! For glory!
Soma!
For battle!
No! We keep our wits about us.
You're mine! Let's bleed you!
Hey!
God
What about these?
regret this unholy interruption!
Leave me be! I'm no threat to you!
I need to see if Broder has taken the garrison.
Did you see Alfred?
No. Your Saxon boys were ambushed. One lays wounded.
Hold these men back. I'll find them. One more! I'll get up! This is no time for weep wailing.
I cannot. And there is a blackness closing in around my eyes. It frightens me.
Forgive me, Humwald. I should have been quicker.
No. No. You were my staunch protector, Ellerich.
Eivor, have you seen graver wounds?
I will carry him from the fray. To that farmhouse there. I will get you to safety, Hunwald. Stay calm. Hunwald, listen to me. You survived the Battle of Bottleston. Do not let this scratch best you now.
I'm so cold. Has winter come so soon?
You will warm yourself with mead and dancing yet, my friend.
Perhaps not, Eivor. It may be I will sit beside my father soon. Will he be proud of me?
He will pull you to his breast. Sob bright words of welcome and until you no man ever had a worthier son.
I am glad to have known you, Eivor. My truest.
There was nothing more you could have done. Friendship has a... I need to see if Broder has taken the garrison. What can I do?
Eivor! The garrison has forced defenders and behold! My men are being slaughtered!
I will find a way to open the gates from the east side!
Hurry! These waves of reinforcements are hell-sent! Longer, Cor! Oh, brothers! God damn you!
Make sure the garrison stays under our control. I need to help the others.
Let us finish this! This beast will end in blood! Stand true! God protects us on his day of feast! Not on this Christ Mass! You're going down! These days defy our God and King! Bleeding Stand true! God protects us on his day of feast! Fight! That's it! They're fleeing! The last of the Saxons are fleeing! The battle is won!
They are routed! The city is ours! Wessex will follow!
Good from Jarl. We are not without losses. Some of them grave.
Their king is fled! His patsy struck down! Defeat rings loud in their ears, and I will be their lord before the spring is here!
Guthrum, hear me! Somers. She's gone.
Soma? Dead? She has gone to the endless feast, and is the better for it.
Many fought for us and died. They deserve peace.
Are you ready to honor them?
I must speak to those still living.
Thor lends me strength.
It is done, Brodir. You fought well.
I saw him, Eivor. In my darkest moment, Brodir stood beside me. And all was as it used to be. And then the battle ended. I feel him no longer.
There will be other battles.
Aye. And there you'll find me, Eivor. In amongst the blood and death. Brodir at my shoulder. Until the Valkyries claim me.
You have given me more than I would ever have asked for. How will I repay it?
Keep him in your thoughts. For when a man is mourned, his deeds cheered and his songs sung, he cannot die.
Erki, you wear a furrowed brow.
Stowe is taking matters hard. You know how sensitive he is.
A man of faith and stout morals. Small wonder he is tormented.
His support for you has taxed him hard. I will take him back to London. Maybe he will find some comfort there.
You are his comfort, Erki. Not the city you watch. He is in good hands.
Do you think there will come a day when winning will not be enough?
Well, you can always fight with me if you want to taste crushing and loin-soiling defeat.
My very presence would make that impossible.
Enjoy this victory, Eivor, wherever it brings you. Only a coward thinks he'll live forever.
Your first battle, Ellerich. You fought well and with honor.
Is this the glory you deign seek? You can keep it. I saw Hunwald die. The light dim in his eyes. That could have been me.
You will never be the same. But you will be stronger for it.
I have wasted so much time in pouting like a child. No more, Eivor. No more.
Lufina. Gods, I did not know. Is he?
Hush. What good can words do, Eivor? Keep to silence. He is gone. For what days I was given to spend with you. For each breath that carried your sweet whispers. I give thanks. No more. Your fingers in my hair. No more your arms around my waist. The days will be cold hereafter. All color dimmed. Goodbye, my only. My heart ends with you. What is left will go on.
My thanks, though. You came to my aid when you were free to turn away.
And still it breaks my heart to look upon what we've done today. Was it the right choice? I do not know. But it is done now.
If Alfred had his way, there would never be friendship between Norse and Saxon. You fought for peace. Be proud of that.
I wish I could. And in time, perhaps I will.
You're not injured, Tefta.
Bruises, that is all. I've taken the Lord into my heart, and he watched over my sorry bones. Those who fell sit beside him now.
And what of my heathen friends?
I used to believe in damnation for all who turned from his light. But there is a wondrous communion in friendship honored.
Even though your godson preaches peace.
And we shall do that, Christians and pagans, side by side. Never persecuted.
Your Christ would smile at that, I think.
Your Freya would too.
My heart is heavy.
Many fought for us and died. They deserve peace.
Are you ready to honor them?
Yes. There's nothing more to say.
Time to send our friends to their great reward. Will you do the honors?
Nothing awaits them. They lived, they died, and now their bodies will burn to cinders. Their saga ends here.
Well, do not share that with them.
Victory is ours. But it came at a great cost.
Soma Jarlskona, who stood at Guthrum's right hand. She will live on in our memories, from now till
to the end of days. And to Hjor, warrior, husband, and a friend, he made the ultimate sacrifice. I here repay it. And to Hunwald, whose kind heart has now led him to his father's side. May his God welcome him with open arms. Let us send them on their way. All our beloved dead, our fallen warriors, and speed them to their end. Guthrum.
When the Reeve died, did he take comfort in knowing he would soon see his god?
He was strangely peaceful in the end, as if death meant nothing.
We stumble through our years, ravenous, grasping, spilling blood, stealing gold, and it is never enough. This life is never enough. Would it not suit you to know there is something beyond all this? Not war and valor, but quiet and peace.
I think the afterlife men hope for is only a reflection of their regret in this life. All I wish for now is to live among the friends I've made. That is what counts.
Alfred made me swear fealty upon the cross of their god's son. He held such faith in it, a plain, unadorned thing. It burned between my fingers, as if I had pulled it from the fire. A feeling strange and powerful, but gone in an instant. I have not felt its like before.
What will you do now?
Whatever I must do. England is my final home, Eivor. And I will do what it takes to remain.
I should return to Swanborough and tell her of Hunwald's fate. Better the news comes from me than a stranger.
Hello there, friend. Eivor?
Swanborough,
No. Gods, no. Don't say it, please, Eivor. Don't say it.
I am sorry.
Oh! My own one. No! My poor swan! Oh, gods!
He fought bravely and turned the tide to secure victory. Your dear Hunwald died a hero, and will be so remembered.
Oh, gods. I know he would have fainted to hear such praise from your lips. Thank you, Eivor. Thank you.
He walks among warriors now.
Yes. The lucky man. I imagine he does.
I know words are poor salve for a wounded heart. I will leave you to mourn, and know that we are here for you, always, should you need us.
Eivor, there you are. I have something for you. A message. Quite strange.
Something for me. What is it?
A letter, requesting your presence in the southwest. A village called Athelney.
Nothing strange about a summons for me, is there?
It is not the recipient I find strange. It is the sender. The letter is signed a poor fellow soldier of Christ.
Ah, our mysterious partner.
For a short time, I hoped it might be Basim feeding us the names of these targets. He seemed the most likely man, for a time.
Only one way to discover the truth. Thank you, Hytham. I will take care of this.
Good day!
Hamptonshire has fallen, and with it the Kingdom of Wessex. But the cost was great. Maybe too great for all we gained.
Rest then. You have earned it.
On the backs of so many. Time will tell if it was worth it. I want to see the Alliance map. I have changed my... I should go. May I see your stores?
You should buy that. Yes, great purchase. Nothing else? Until next time, Eivor.
Between you and me, Eivor, always thought you'd be a good Jarl.
I must be on my way now. Goodbye.
Be well.
All right there?
Yes, hello. I do not mean to intrude, but I am looking for someone.
And who would that be then?
I do not know exactly.
Well, that'd be why you ain't found him. But you're free to pass the time just here if you like.
Thank you.
These are soul cakes, love. Do you know soul cakes?
I do. I enjoy them.
They're small things, size of a lumpy fist, so they'll bake fast. Keep your eyes sharp.
And the butter, do I baste them?
No need, love. We'll leave the butter for meal time.
I look forward to it.
Right then. I'll leave you to this. If you need me, I'll be doing the washing up next door.
Quite a step down from your former work, Lord.
As their guest, I volunteered to help with the daily chores. They offer me a bed. I tend the cakes.
Do they not feel strange giving orders to their king? Or do they know?
That knowledge would benefit no one.
I read your message. You went through a great deal of trouble to obscure yourself as this poor soldier of Christ. As I remember, you even sent yourself one of these letters in Winchester. A clever touch.
The Order wanted me dead. I had to be careful.
You said you knew nothing about the Order then. Pled ignorance. But you knew everything. Their names, their schemes.
Would you join me for a walk? You look well, Eivor.
I am. Wars have ended, and my settlement thrives.
The wars have not ended. You have simply stopped fighting. But men are brewing plots in mead halls and bedrooms. You will see.
And how are you, Alfred? Getting used to the idea of being unremarkable?
I am well. Better than I expected. In this exile, I have found a somewhat nourishing peace. Each morning I am awakened by the sun and growling cormorants. I bathe in the chilly water of the marsh. I eat from shrubs and drink from buckets. It is a good life. Simple. Blessed. I've never been so far west. I find it quite peaceful here. Calming.
I've traveled a long way to hear one name, Alfred. Who is the Order's Grand Magister?
Tell your shadowy friends that England is swept clean. Your work is done.
You?
Grand Magister was not a title I desired. It passed to me on the death of my brother. From my father before him. Defilers of God's majesty and grandeur. I was their master, and I loathed them. With Goodwin, I set a plan in motion to destroy the Order from within. But my troubles with the Danes delayed that plan.
But your trouble with this Dane is what led to their demise.
You are Norse, are you not?
You have a good ear.
I owe you my thanks, Eivor. For that, I give you this. The key to my study. That you may better understand the good you have done. With the Order all but destroyed, you have made room for a greater idea. One to take its place. A universal divine order, inspired by God for the betterment of man.
With a poor fellow soldier at its head.
You have saved England. Whether or not that was your intent. Now let England save you.
England is no more, Lord. You are the last of her kings. And yet you have no kingdom.
Look around you. God's works are wondrous. They cannot be ignored, nor resisted. In time, all those who accept God will flourish, and all those who defy him will fall away. Should you remain in England, you too will one day be her subject.
Oh, bloody crumbs! The cakes are burned. Where is that man? Young man, where have you gone?
Damn. That may have earned me a night of washing linens. I do not know if we shall meet again, Eivor. God willing we will. As one lord to another, perhaps. I'm coming, my lady. I'm here.
Alfred gave me a key to unlock his study. Somewhere in Winchester.
Oh dear, look at them little balls of soot!
Good lady, forgive me. I was lost in thought.
Nope. We'll begin again.
Direct me, and I will obey.
This was where Alfred said the battle with Ubba took place. Ubba. So Alfred spoke true. May you join your brother, old friend, wherever he found his final peace. Rest well, my friend. hide them about my next targets.
This is a different sight. One resplendent in a manner unto itself, where his light shines greatest. Today, I was warned of a harrowing depth. After the Nephilim, great battles were fought in resurrective kingdoms of Christ. Many were lost in the fight. Many more in the cataclysm that followed. Today, my lord instructed me in plain.
No! Max! Where's that bastard? No!
This is it. Alfred's study. What secrets has he kept hidden away? Rantings and ravings not unlike full-case delusions. Is there more to all this than I understand?
Eivor, did Basim contact you in Norway? He said he would be joining you. Yet here you are, and I have no word from him.
Hytham, this will be hard to hear, but Basim attacked us in Norway. Vengeance for some transgression of ours, imagined or real.
You mean you slew him yourself?
Sigurd and I, together. I know this comes as a...
I do not understand. Why would he do such a thing? He loved Sigurd, he loved you.
I do not understand it myself. Perhaps one day we can speak about this with more clarity. But for now, I am deeply sorry. I cleared Winchester of the Order, yet to do so meant working with King Alfred.
Your poor fellow soldier led you to the King of Wessex? How very strange. He, or she, is toying with you, it seems.
Here you are, Hytham. The last of the Order's sigils. You will find King Alfred's among them.
King Alfred? Did our poor fellow soldier lead you to his hiding place?
He did, for they were one and the same. Our poor fellow soldier of Christ was the Grand Magister of the Order of the Ancients.
He turned on his own order. Fascinating.
Not turned so much as trampled. His devotion to Christ and what he calls a universal order set him against them from the start. With all sincerity, he loathed the title and the duty he had inherited and wished them destroyed.
Wonderful. With his abdication, the last stronghold of the Order has been dismantled. All that remain are scraps here and there. And you, Eivor. Now that you have seen our enemy and you understand our cause, I wonder if you would join us. Become a hidden one.
Was this your ultimate goal, Hytham? A trial by fire? It is a kind offer, but I do not believe we fight for quite the same cause. Your creed demands that you keep your triumphs hidden. I prefer my glory to be in plain view for all to see.
If I taught you our creed, if you spent time with it, it could open your mind to another view.
Another view is always welcome. But to live without celebrating one's glory and honor and achievements is not a life for me. But know this. I would give my life in a moment for those I love and who love me in return. All here. Including you, my friend.
I understand you well, Eivor. Very well indeed.
Eivor.
would like to see what you have in stock.
Only a fool would pass this up. This way. Is that everything?
I have to go.
Don't be a stranger.